come on in. What's up, what's good, what's poppin', what's crackin', what's percolating, what's really good in the hood? It is your man Theo Butler, and welcome to I know, I've been down for a minute. A brother was under the weather. Episode I ain't saying, I'm just saying with the rock with me nation. Man, y'all collect everything on that, man. Yeah. Oh, man, y'all collect everything on that. Before we begin, like, share, subscribe. If you like, leave a comment. If you don't like, leave a constructive comment. Why? Because if you know me, grow me, and sharing is caring. And constructive comments do grow a brother. Yeah. So, before we begin, though, congratulations to Young Ripper. Yeah, man, the dude that launched his own comic book, Ripperverse and everything, man, you doing it. Listen, I can't do nothing but take my hat off and salute to you. I don't know. Yes, I do. It's the crabs in a barrel mentality. People that disagree with you feel like they can't acknowledge your achievements. I can tell you, my brother, that I don't agree with everything that you say, but what I can do is acknowledge what you just did, and that is an achievement in and of itself. So yeah, you gotta get past because you disagree with somebody, you can't acknowledge what they do. We gotta get past because you don't like somebody, you can't acknowledge what they do. An achievement is an achievement, and this crabs in a barrel mentality, we got to get past that. Because last time I checked, it's a Burger King across the street from McDonald's and a Wendy's down the street from all of them, and they all making money. I said that to say this: it ain't enough black millionaires in America where we can't all get some bread. No, we can all get money. There ain't nothing. We ain't capped out yet. Yeah, I ain't saying I'm just saying, but that ain't what this video is about, my brother. I did want to say congratulations. I did. But this video is about Black Panther 2 leaks that are going on with Black Panther 2. And this comes from a Reddit source. Now, normally, Reddit, I tap my nose, but then I watch as my fellow YouTubers start talking about it. Ones that I trust. K. Dot. I'm gonna put the link to his video that he did on Black Panther 2, the leak. Y'all be able to go check it out. Comic Book Cast. Now, I don't always go with what Comic Book Cast say, but I'm going to put the link to that video. Comic Book Cast is ironic because there's a bit of irony in that, because when you listen to his video, low-key, he's encouraging you to still go see this movie. He is. Even though he's on record saying he's been convinced that T'Challa should be recast. Lip service or not. Then we have Emergency Awesome. I'm going to put that link in the comment section. He mentioned this very same video, this very same leak. Now, I put the picture of the link, whatever. I put the picture of the leak. L-E-A-K, y'all know what I'm saying. Hold on, I'm going to show it to you. I'll be right back. Now, let me read this to y'all real quick. So, Marvel Studios spoilers, like I said, K. Dot, Comic Book Cast, and Emergency Awesome. And Emergency Awesome ain't dropping it unless it's been validated. So, here we go. Lake Bell plays a scientist who is an original character. She and her team searching for vibranium in the ocean thanks to a device made by Riri Williams. Namor is awakened and kills her team. Namor asks Wakanda for help, but they turn him down. T'Challa passes away from sickness. Namor wants to kill Riri, but Wakanda protects her. Riri's first suit is made out of cars, but when she gets to Wakanda, she gets one made out of vibranium. War between Wakanda and Atlantis. Shuri's mom passes away, and parts of Wakanda are flooded. Shuri makes an artificial flower to gain Black Panther powers and gain the ancestral plane. She expects T'Challa but meets Killmonger. He helps her become the new Black Panther. Shuri makes her own Black Panther suit. Big war between the two nations. Shuri defeats Namor but doesn't kill him. M'Baku is the new king of Wakanda. While Shuri is the Black Panther, Nakia tells Shuri that she has a son from T'Challa. In post-credit. They filmed in a post-credit with a stand-in, Dr. Doom, which is thought to be the one who sent Lake Bell's team. All right, we got that? Cool. So let's go over this thing. Lake Bell, Chris Rock lady. Corey Holcomb is making fun of your lady, Chris Rock, about the way she looks. Her smile. He is. Guess there's no honor amongst comedians, right? I ain't saying, I'm just saying. So, Lake Bell plays a scientist who is an original character. She and her team searching for vibranium in the ocean thanks to a device made by Riri Williams. Now, let's go through this whole Riri Williams thing. Riri Williams is supposed to be the female successor to Tony Stark. We're talking comic books. Riri Williams is supposed to have a Stark artificial intelligence, kind of like Stark had Veronica, right? Right. Okay. Riri Williams was originally scheduled to make her Marvel Cinematic debut in, I want to say, Armor Wars. Yeah, that's which makes sense. Which makes sense. It does. That's what she was supposed to be. She's supposed to be the female successor to Iron Man. Y'all looking like, Theo, female successor? Yeah, because Tony Stark is back in the comic books. And because she was using the Tony Stark AI, artificial intelligence, because Tony was dead at the time, he had the extremist virus in the system. Because that was transpired, Riri chose to take up the mantle. She became Ironheart. So, fast forward. They not debuting her in Armor Wars. No, they're getting ready to put her in Black Panther 2. Okay, cool. Namor is awakened and kills her team. Just threw that out the thin air. Namor asks Wakanda for help, and I guess he's asking them for help for T'Challa passes away from a sickness. I don't know what sickness T'Challa passed away from, because in the comic books, the only thing that Spider-Man gets sick from is the everyday common cold. If he don't catch a cold, Peter don't get sick. Steve Rogers is taking the super soldier serum. Steve Rogers don't get sick. T'Challa has the heart-shaped herb in his system, a spiritual connection to Baz, but yet he comes down with an illness. Let's forget the fact that this is mirroring the actor. The actor passed away from an illness, and we said we are respecting the actor. I'm gonna come back and wrap all this up in a nice little bow. But for those who just you live inside movies, you don't go outside of movies, you right here inside of movies. You like this so far? Vox from New Rock Stars, because I remember your first video after Chadwick Boseman passed. You specifically said they should not monetize his death, right? You cool, Fox? Are you still grinning? What about you, Mastertainment? You shucking and jiving? I got questions. Because y'all both went on y'all video and stated this was out of respect for the channel. And ain't now one of y'all retracted that statement as of yet. Somebody got to hold y'all accountable. You can't have your nose that far up in Marvel's ass. Not to the point where you just gonna lie and stick with the lie. At some point in time, you gotta have some type of integrity. Either that or you on Marvel's payroll. It is what it is. So, make sure I get back to this. So, we got that part, right? So, we doing this whole thing where Namor is finna go to war. I'm not gonna lie, but they're borrowing story elements from the deadliest of the species. They're borrowing story elements from Power, which was, let me see, Deadliest of the Species was written by Reginald Hudlin, and Power was written by Jonathan Mayberry, if I'm not mistaken. They follow right behind each other. Black Panther Volume 5, issues 1 through 12. T'Challa doesn't die in that story. As Emergency Awesome alluded to, he gets injured, but he don't die. Now let's talk about Comic Book Cass. Because Comic Book Cass, in his video last night, he said he don't really care for this plot, if this is what this is, because it seems like a lot of fanfare. See, that's quote, end quote. He said this movie seems like a lot of fanfare. Like what Marvel did was cater to fans to give them what they want. Fans. fans. So Marvel catered to which fans? Because I know for sure it wasn't recast T'Challa fans. It wasn't Black Panther fans. So what fans did Marvel cater this movie to? Interesting. So we got T'Challa passing away. Why are we stuck on that? Because honestly, if you borrowing story elements from Deadliest of the Species, Power, and then I guess you're going to follow up Black Panther 3 with Doom War, why did you kill T'Challa off? You literally had, you literally had an out. I'm not the one saying this. Emergency Awesome is pointing out you're drawing elements from Doom War. You know, if you don't really read comics, you don't know where you're drawing it from. But no, you're drawing story elements from Deadliest of the Species and Power. Black Panther, Volume 5, Issues 1 through 12. I know, I just reviewed them. I see. This is why we say read the comics. Yes, I'm talking to you. This is why it's prevalent to read the comics. So when you do movie reviews, you can call Marvel out on the hypocrisy. You can call Marvel out on the BS. Remember what I said earlier? If you just live in the movie vacuum, you don't know what they're doing. I don't just live in the movie vacuum. I'm in the house where we watch movies, read comics, and collect action figures. Play video games. That's the house I'm in. I'm in the house with the Black Panther action figures, the Black Panther video game, not that Avengers crap. I would never do that. We over here we keep it a buck. We keep it a thou wow. Marvel Ultimate Alliance. Yeah, that's what we do. Yeah, both versions. 1 and 2. Just like we do with X-Men Ultimate Alliance. Yeah, I got them game. Don't try me. Deadpool. Yeah, I ain't saying Batman Arkham Alliance, all of them. But anyway, because I go on a tangent. That ain't what that's for. But it's important. So you can let fans know what's going on. So let me wrap this thing up in a nice little shell bow. So Shuri becomes Black Panther. Shuri does become Black Panther in the comics while T'Challa lives. Wakanda and Atlantis go to war. Well, that's another storyline. That ain't in Doom War. That ain't in Power. That ain't in Deadliest of the Species. That's Avengers versus X-Men. And when he flooded Namor, flooded Wakanda, he had the power of the Phoenix Force. Kamala Khan is I don't know. She's the first mutant to make her appearance in the MCU. But Namor ain't got the Phoenix Force with him. And while Shuri did let him live, she let him live because he was talking to T'Challa in Wakanda while she was murdering hundreds of Atlanteans for retaliation. They pulling from all types of storylines here. So I got Deadliest of the Species. I got Power. I ain't got the Doom War yet. If you don't know, you don't know. So I get why he said it. But it's Deadliest of the Species, Power, and Avengers versus X-Men versus Avengers. That's the two storylines that he getting. M'Baku is the new king of Wakanda. So the guy who did not believe in technological advancement is now going to be the king of the most technologically advanced nation in the world. That's why the Jabaris separated themselves from everybody else, because they didn't want to be jacked up with vibranium. So the guy, the leader of the people who don't believe in technology is getting ready to sit on the throne of the most technologically advanced nation in the world. And this ain't M'Baku from Ta-Nehisi Coates run. This ain't the M'Baku that came back through the wormhole with T'Challa from the intergalactic empire Wakanda. No, this is Earth 1999 M'Baku. Okay. Okay. Notice I didn't say I had a problem with Shuri being Black Panther. Notice how I never mentioned that. Nakia tells Shuri that she has a son from T'Challa. You know, Chadwick Boseman walked into a soap opera, the office at a soap opera. They said if he had a problem, questions, to go talk to him, chop it up. He went and he chopped it up with him. And he asked him why the character he was portraying, the young black male, didn't have a father. Well, we know how that story goes, right? We know they let him go right after that. I have been saying, recast T'Challa, honor Chadwick Boseman, recast T'Challa. I'm not Chadwick Boseman's friend, but I gotta believe he shared that story with his friends, family members, loved ones. The cast and crew say they know him. Ryan Coogler says it's hard to write words that he knows Chadwick Boseman would never say. Words to that effect. So Ryan Coogler, you think Chadwick Boseman would be cool with the character he portrayed having a son that doesn't get to know his father? Aren't you tired of that trope? Didn't you kill off Eric Killmonger's father? Nate Moore. Aren't you responsible for T'Chaka being nothing more than a plot trope? Now, this is when I look at brothers and sisters. I'm talking about honoring Chadwick Boseman. This what we standing for? Is this really what we standing for? This what we going for? There's an action figure that's coming out in a few weeks. That action figure looks just like Chadwick Boseman. Think about that for a second. They didn't need to give us another action figure that looked like Chadwick Boseman. They didn't. They could have stopped that right then and there. Because they could have just, if they gonna do something, just release Black Panther action figures from the comic book. Don't release no more Black Panther action figures in Chadwick Boseman's likeness. That's a spit, a slap in the face. There will be no male Black Panther in Black Panther 2. Don't call this the legacy run. No, this is the make more money run. That's what that is. There will be no Chadwick Boseman, no semblance, no image, no likeness of Chadwick Boseman in Black Panther 2 whatsoever. Marvel has made that abundantly clear. It's time for those of us who want to honor the actor and get the character recast to draw a line in the sand. We don't need to wait. Go out in the streets. Let your neighbors know what's going on. Let your coworkers know what's going on. If you're the one that they lean on for superhero movie advice, let them know. Don't go see this movie. They want to know what they should do with their money. Tell them to send their monies to Howard. Tell them to send their monies to the Chadwick Boseman School of Performing Arts, or find a worthy student at a HBCU that they can donate them funds to. But when it comes to Black Panther 2, boycott, Black Panther 2. We've already seen us die in the streets for real. There's no need to go pay for it at the movie theaters. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. Peace.